In today's video, I would like to discuss the new Avengers movie that's gonna come out in around my birthday, which is May 1st. I'm a little skeptical about it because the first Avengers movie, the actors were basically Robert Downey Jr. and Christopher Hemsworth, and those guys basically saved that movie from being awful. The acting wasn't bad, but the whole story of the bad guys, I thought they were Doom bots. I thought they were fighting Doctor Doom because of all the machinery. I didn't think they were fighting an alien race. I was like, what's this? And not to mention, honestly, the second Thor movie, story-wise, I thought I was watching Star Wars. And not to mention, where is T'Challa, aka Black Panther? And where's Ant-Man, Henry Pym? In all the up to this point, he's part of the Avengers series. So, where is he? He's the one who helped create Ultron. So I don't understand where, even if Henry Pym wasn't in his actual Ant-Man costume, I would expect him to at least make maybe a 30-minute appearance in the new movie. I mean, he's the one who helped Tony create the thing where he created Ultron, so I don't see why that would be much of a problem. And I'm surprised that they're going with Ultron in the second movie. I was thinking they were going with Thanos, how they ended the trailer in the first Avengers movie. So I wonder how many actual Avengers movies they're gonna actually do, because I've noticed when they rush movies, they turn out, in my opinion, terrible, because the whole good guy bad guy scenario, I'm thinking I'm watching a Transformers flick rather than a Marvel movie. I guess that's what happens when Disney basically takes over a license in the movie part of it. At least that's where, in my opinion, Marvel has dropped the ball, because now they're trying to change the whole storyline to fit the kid demographic of it, which is fine, but what I always say, if it's not broken, do not fix it. I'm referring to the Sony debacle. In this case, I'm talking about Marvel, because I'm very concerned, because how they rush movies out now. A year and a half is not long enough to actually come up with a good script and make a good movie. The only Iron Man movie I liked was the first one. I would legitimately say that was the only legitimate Iron Man. I would qualify that as the only legitimate Iron Man movie ever. I will not call the other two legitimate Iron Man movies, because the third Iron Man movie with the Mandarin, he's supposed to be Chinese, not American, or not white. I mean, No offense to the actor who played, aka supposedly MODOK, who said he was the Mandarin. That was just awful. I was like, come on. And if you're saying to me that the Ultron movie for the Avengers is gonna do awesome, that's debatable, because the first Iron Man movie was fantastic. The last two were just awful, and it wasn't Robert Downey Jr.'s fault, or it wasn't the actors who played their parts in those roles, but the writing was absolutely awful, in my opinion. And the Avengers movie, I was like watching it. I was like, that's it. The ending of the trailer for the next movie of Thanos was better than the whole movie, in my opinion. And it's not the acting that is the problem. It's the whole script that whoever did the writing for that was just awful. So I hope that the next time they decide to do any kind of Marvel license, I hope they take the time, do their research, and actually produce a better movie than they are right now. Because when you rush movies out within a year and a half, that means they're gonna be awful. Or have the fans have a say in what goes on in the movie of the Marvel series, because that's just that. This is just gonna be, I think it's gonna be bad, like really, really mediocre, or it's just gonna turn out bad. Because and not to mention, the first Hulk movie, that was it Ang Lee that made, the Asian guy who directed the first Hulk movie? That was awful too. But the second movie that came out about the Incredible Hulk, that was a lot better. That's the movie I would say was the legitimate Hulk movie, not the first one. And who knows? Maybe they need to take a break from making Marvel movies, because the movies that are produced out right now, they're either gonna be okay or just off, because the script is so bad. That's just my honest opinion. And I'm very concerned with how Disney's gonna turn out the franchise of Star Wars also, because I think they waited too long to actually get this movie done. Because all these actors, I'm not saying that did 4, 5, and 6, like Mark Hamill and all those guys, Harrison Ford, all the previous cast members. I don't want to see them get hurt. So they waited. I think they waited just a little too long to make this new Star Wars movie coming out. And if the fans thought the prequels were bad, I'm saying these will probably turn out better but not by much, because I think what Disney is trying to do now is do too much in everything. That's why they don't know how to balance their movies. Look what happened. Look what's happening to Marvel. Look what's happening to probably Star Wars too, because they got rid of LucasArts. They didn't take the Star Wars license from that gaming series for that Star Wars franchise. So I'm surprised that they didn't bother taking that part of that the gaming license, because that Force Unleashed games were awesome. So I'm saying what they need to they got too much. What I'm trying to say is they got way too much things going on at multiple times, and eventually it's gonna implode on itself and cave or collapse inward like a bridge. What does a bridge do if it's got too much weight? It falls. That's all I'm gonna say in this video, because if I go on anymore, who knows? Somebody might actually pay attention to me, or somebody might think I'm crazy, but you be the judge of that. So, for this video, I'm done.